Gods and goddesses, welcome to the Holy Archives. All the greatest plays are here. My name's Anuki. Here we go.
Hell.
Apollo!
Agni. Tyr.
Tyr's hidden himself behind the enemy, and with his great capacity to initiate, this could be fatal. Ra, Anher, and Athena are smushed together into Velas, taking a barrage of rain of fire. His team moves in to create extra havoc. Team Blue want to escape, regroup, and fight another day. Apollo launches his across-the-sky chariot, totaling the Anher and Ra. The screams are real. The goodbyes are real. Hebo and Thanatos are just too close to the danger zone, and Mother Russia dictates that Athena will be the sole survivor today.
On
Halvher, the Majestic, wielding the correct attire for jungle combat, meaning he is unable to save his tower. Ao Kuang smirks and goes to put himself in a better position to hit his abilities. Anher is going to get outnumbered soon, and he perfectly jumps Ao Kuang's Spirit's Tempest, putting himself instantly in a better position. His team is on the way as fast as possible. Bakasura is really fixated on taking this ADC out. Guan Yu and Wukong arrive, adding a layer of confusion. Enemy Ra is focused down. Jeb blocks from escaping with the Pillars of Sand as Anher chuckles, continuing to maintain his distance from Bakasura. The panic impale upon landing, the thrilling emotions getting the better of his ability to aim, but a clear mind tells him to retreat back to his teammates. That was tense. And for you guys who appreciate the aesthetics, this jump could only have been made better if there was a mini high five between Anher and Bakasura mid-jump. Neat.
Agni.
Thor struggles to see the peril that he is in, but it's one man and his dog Fenrir comes out of his kennel and onto the screen. Thor chases Bakasura. It's a no-go. He takes to the sky as Fenrir drops himself into an unfortunate position. Not just in time, Thor storms down, feeding himself into a mincer, but at least he gets to go to doggy heaven with his friend. Chang'e looking chocolatey, so soft and creamy the enemy must chase. She baits to her friends where Agni drops an immediate Noxia Fumestorm and ability combine. Raining fields of waxing firing moon love terminate all celestial life forms. This breach of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not chase, led to a critical serving. A split-second decision to fend off this intrusion could not have gone better. A swift and decisive victory. No doubt about it.
Hades.
Apollo!
On her.
The start of the game, and this is a frightening position to be in. Morgan the Hades and Venser the Apollo. Their initial blue camp harvesting gets interrupted. Proxy QQ as Wukong is trying to steal the blue by blocking a few basic attacks. Hades manages to grab it and then gets impaled. A dangerous situation. He opts out of the auto-subscribe to basic attacks, leaving Apollo to try and finish off Wukong. The sprint, it does nothing. Hades looks on at a distance, witnessing the awesome drop-in, drop-out tactical combat everyone is doing. When you're lower on health than your friend, drop behind them. Let them take the flak. Wukong goes down, and Hades brings in a death from below, grabbing Anher. Apollo's Audacity faces off against Anher's Enfeeble, two great passives for single target damage. Notice how Anher positions himself ready to impale, and Apollo keeps his distance. Hades selects his escape for his ability and uses it after securing the mana buff. Wukong ducks behind Anher. There's no dodging basic attacks here. Everyone's just so sluggishly slow. Apollo realizes he's in danger. Hades wants to help but suffers a second impale. The Audacity from Apollo hurts to the extreme. Wukong steps in to help Anher, but the numbers don't lie. Proxy gonna QQ. What's Venser gonna pew pew? It's Spoo playing as Ra, throwing himself into a fight with his Egyptian buddy Sobek. Ra fires his hyper beam, devastating the meager level 6 Wukong, but Emelito's gonna cry hard as the enemy is not intimidated by him, leaving Ra all alone. A little juking here and there, but the great thing about being a laser chicken is you can drop a heal and not need to dodge. Watch this little tap of the S button on the keyboard, which tags Mercury in the shot with Wukong. Neve backflips in. That slow could have been useful as Spoos continues to evade. Thanatos lands a stun. Tusky lays down covering stuns. A perfect evacuation team. Punishment for your sins, Neve. The sins. Love your Duke, so here it is again to appreciate. Ra's passive gives him that extra movement Spoon needs to sporadically avoid a ton of attacks. You gotta keep casting abilities to refresh it though, and even under all this pressure, Spoo's main concern is taking out as many enemies as he can. Once Thanatos hits his hovering death, Spoo immediately recognizes that this is the time to exit, and he can use some of that extra cash to pay for the medical bills. We've ran out of players to get botted this week. Check the video description to send in your plays. And remember, I'm Anuki. I'm going into the jungle.